Okay, I'm no YouTube professional or anything like that, but I'm working on my 2003 Nissan Altima and I had to remove the drive shaft. Now this is the driver's side drive shaft, okay? And what happened was, when I went to pull on this, I had a very hard time getting the axle to pop out of the transmission. And I ended up pulling too hard on the axle itself instead of using the proper pry tool. And anyway, what happened was I separated the CV joint ball bearings from the cup, which is a pain in the butt to deal with if you don't know what you're doing. So I spent about 2 hours now trying to figure out how to poke these things back in there, and they just simply weren't fitting. It looks like they were compressed too far, and they were hitting on the ridges here, and I just wanted to take a little time to show you what I did, because once you understand this, it's actually pretty easy. But I searched YouTube, I searched Google, I read forums, I could not find what the problem was and how to fix it. So right now you'll see I've actually already fixed the problem. These little side things are very loose now, but what they were like before was very deeply pushed onto here. So as they were yanked out of here, they were compressed or squeezed towards the middle, and that caused them to get pinched in here. Okay, they were pinched. I was like, man, they need to go out more to slide on. And so I actually ended up taking one of these rings off right here and pulling this apart, and the little needle bearings inside there by the thousands, you don't want to have to put those back in. That's what I spent the last 30 minutes doing. Alright, get to the point, Roy. The point is that all I did was I took a screwdriver like this and I pried out, thinking, you know, they need to go out. They should go out, but I couldn't pull them out with my hands. I pried and woo, they slid right out, over. I'm like, yes, that's it. That's exactly what they need. And I come to find out that they will just slide right on and off. With that, then they were able to spread wide enough to fit into the proper spot in the cup. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is make sure I get them in the right order. They will actually have a 1, 2, 3, and I don't know if you'll see that or not, but it's actually a stamp marking on there, 1 and 2, and then the other side is also a 2. So actually I can see it, hopefully you can too. So anyway, there's a specific sequence that they go in. I'm going to find that sequence by simply turning the cup, sliding it down, turning it, sliding it down, until I find the actual best way that it fits. Once that happens, I'm going to put the bearings back on the shaft, put the C-clip, the lock clip, back in, okay? Then I can turn the cup upside down, knowing the proper way to do it with these things at the right tension, and it should slide back on and go together. Why someone hadn't made a video about this before, I don't know, but hopefully this helps someone else. And yes, I know, these axles are only 80 bucks at the parts store, and all this pain and trouble for that. Well, I don't want to spend the 80 bucks. Now, I don't have to.